boys and girls, welcome to the first installment of how to get to Elite Smash. I think I'm probably way behind the train by this. So like I'm also I'm way late for this sort of series, but I'm also like going to jump in weirdly in the center of doing this. So this is the first episode. We'll give a little bit of context on this. Oh wait, yeah, I gotta switch the game. So I decided that I have figured out the sauce of how to get to Elite Smash, and I'm working through line by line with Sheik. And so I'm gonna go into training mode here for all the characters, and I'm just going to explain pretty quickly like what everything I know how to do on the character, and just leave it at that is all I know how to do, and I can get Elite Smash with Sheik. So I think the notice with Sheik is that some of the weaknesses, I would say, is that we'll just start there because I'm a negative person, is like Sheik does not do a lot of damage. I mean, like right there, I just, I basically, that wasn't a true combo. I was just kind of racking up hits, because that's about how many hits you would get in a combo on Sheik early. And it took a lot of like landing. If I was to get that many hits and carry the person across the stage, I'd have to be reading their like air dodges and all their options, and then we'd be in an edge guard state. So but notice how that only did 30%. I mean, if we take another character like Young Link, for example, who's very good at racking up damage, like Young Link does a combo like that, he could get you up to like 60% easy, if not 80%. And then like, you get in that spot where like Young Link is not very good at killing, quote unquote. But I think Sheik also is not very good at killing. That was like the main weakness I would see with Sheik, is that you can get a lot of hits in and like you won't deal a lot of damage. That's the main weakness of Sheik. Going to Sheik's strengths is Sheik is like one of the fastest characters in the game, just in terms of like, I'm talking about her full kit: airspeed, ground speed, fast fall speed, aerials on shield. In terms of like her frame data is insane. Like everything's safe that you want to do. But that's where we come back to the killing thing. Nothing that is safe kills, though. Like all this forward air stuff. I mean, you can land forward airs and crouch to like make them even safer, because you can low profile underneath stuff with it once you hit that. But none of this stuff kills. I mean, back air is not going to kill until like freaking 180. Like let's see when the back air starts killing against Lucina. Okay, yeah, probably like 180 to 190. As far as like Sheik's fast moves, like they're not gonna kill. The way that Sheik will just kill flat out is I mean, here's one thing I like almost don't want to include this in the video, because I never needed to use this to get to Elite Smash, but like this drag down to up smash. I mean, notice how like she was at 80% and it didn't kill. Like I starts to kill at 90% when you just drag down a sweet spot up smash. That is something that Sheik has, like you can do. But as I said, I never had to do this. The other thing I've seen here is like players will do like a forward tilt, drag down smash, and I'm not very good at it. See, I never really used this either. Don't think this is a requirement to get Elite Smash with Sheik. You can get away with not having that. So the main things that I would say you should, like I used to get Elite Smash were, so ideally what you would do is like if the character's recovering high here, you would edge guard out, and then you would throw a side B like that. I mean, he was dead anyways, like his up B failed, but like in that situation here, like, this, and then we get the jump, and then, edge guard them with a side B. And that I get kills at like really low, especially because like I'll do like a good fundamentals video probably near the end once I've like done everybody. So I feel like I've got the fundamentals. But one of the fundamentals I would say I rely on is that people basically can do one of two things, right? When they're off stage, they can recover to ledge, or they can recover over ledge. They can go over the ledge, right? If we're in a edge guard state, I can come over the stage and edge, like, do that air dodge in, or I can come low and come up here. And you respond to those in two separate ways. Like, if they're recovering low against somebody like Lucina, if she gets to this point, you just have to let her recover because she's basically invulnerable and auto snaps and will hit you. And if you try to jump down to edgeguard here, you'll probably just end up getting hit into the stage and die. But with Sheik, that was what I would kind of do, right? As I'd look for them recovering high, catch them with a back air. Then that would force them to recover low. And then you have to like kind of, you have to, the secret with the side B there is to press it really early. Because it's got quite a wind up time to get out there. But that side B was definitely the secret there. Other things too is if you're in a ledge trap scenario, I had this happen all the time. I'll probably go clip some of this, throw this in here. Like they would be hanging from ledge here, and then I would dash back and side smash like this, and they would like they would get the first hit would hit them and they'd fall out of it. So I think if you're playing Sheik, down smash is better. I think if you can get a tipper up smash, that's the best one, but like unlikely, not necessary. I don't think totally necessary for Sheik, but I think the main thing you want to do here is like get close to them, stand outside of their range, hit them with an attack, get them off stage, force them to recover low, and then use your side B here to blow them up when they go low. That's like literally all you need to know how to do. Okay, so that's Sheik. I think that's enough for Sheik for right now. Zelda, personally, I did not have much trouble with at all. The guy basically just won straight into Elite Smash. There's a couple things. I think Zelda's main weaknesses, I would say, is she's pretty slow in the air. Like, she's pretty, like, this is not good airspeed at all. Like, her aerial drift is, like, super slow. She's not, I would say on the ground, her dash speed's fine. So what you'll end up seeing a lot of Zelda players do is you'll come at her and she'll dash back and side smash because her dash is actually pretty decent. But the main thing that Zelda players online will do is they'll throw this out here. He'll come out, and then when you go to jump over it, they'll hit you with the aerials here. Now I actually did not use this approach of like down B and then like catch people jumping over it and harass them with side Bs and just zone the whole time. I didn't even do that with Zelda. The main thing, the one thing that I use the crap out of with Zelda is that if you're here and you're shielding and someone lands an arrow on the back of your shield, you can just back arrow like that. And notice I got the sweet spot. Like, so what would happen is that with Sheik, I was finding myself not killing people in totally high percents other than if I got like a good thing with that. But at Zelda, I would just back air them out of shield and like kill them at like 80%. I mean, this Ganondorf's heavy, so I think like 70% for smaller people. But yeah, that short hop sweet spot back air just killed him, at 80% here. So that's how I won most of my games in Zelda. Just that one trick. That's the only thing. I would say that's like, the other things that I know with Zelda are, okay, so someone lands on the front of your shield, up B out of shield, that's going to kill. It's the ladder. The main thing with this is that they can DI left or right. So if they're hard DIing left or right, you have to read their DI. But if you see how like I did that slight angle up there and it didn't hit him, if you pick wrong, it's like a 50-50, you'll miss, right? So I would say most of the time on quick play, start just going straight vertical with the ladder and only use it out of shield. I mean, there's some crazy stuff you can do where like someone's recovering, you can do that and then pop them up and do the up B. But I think the main thing to keep in mind with that is that it hits off the top of the screen. So the higher you are when you hit that, the more likely it is to kill. So like when he's standing here on this platform, he's even closer to the top of the screen. So it's more likely to kill him. That trick, so back of shield, back air, front of shield, up B out of shield for the ladder. Strictly if they're like at a higher percent, but not too high. It's like a mid percent sort of thing. So like I would say against most characters, probably like 60% to 100. A little any higher than that, and their DIs, they're going to be able to DI it pretty well. But good percents for the ladder on Zelda. Back air out of shield. Yeah, The other times, like, is that I would catch people on ledge. They would jump, and this will be part of my fundamentals, is like, how do you read ledge options, because that's where I get most of my kills. But you can do I think her single full hop won't go full height here, but if you do a instant double jump is really okay. You have to do something like this, like where you do like a quick double jump, and you can hit people jumping from ledge, and you get the sweet spot there, and that'll kill super low too. I mean, if you're like, the thing is, like, people in Elite Smash are people outside of Elite Smash, and even in that above, and quick play under Elite Smash are gonna just be they're eventually gonna throw an unsafe aerial on your shield, and you're just gonna back there them, and they're just gonna be dead. And that's like killing so low. So the other thing I mean with Zelda, similarly to Sheik, maybe like I just instinctively do this, but this like low side B, like we throw him out here and then edge guard with side B, you know, this thing here. I don't even feel like I did that much of that, dude. I literally think that you can get to Elite Smash if you can sweet spot her forward air and back air and get it out of shield on a missed aerial. Like, that's like plenty of tech. Dr. Mario here. Didn't have much trouble with Dr. Mario. With Doc, he's the main thing you have to remember is if you're recovering with Dr. Mario, he will not grab ledge after this down B. See, he'll like float in front of the ledge like that, but his up B will snap to ledge. Of course, mashing down B or mashing B when you're doing down B will cause you to rise higher. So the main thing you do when you're recovering as Dr. Mario is, if you're way out here, you're using down B to go horizontal distance, and that's it. Try your best to hold on to your double jump, because if you lose your double jump, like, he's almost no ability to recover. Okay, so with Doc, really, like, let's see, what do you have to know with Doc? He's got some easy stuff, like down throw to down B is good. If someone lands on your shield, you can up B out of shield. It's pretty good. His forward smash is just insanely fast and does so much knockback that, like, you should really be hitting those every time. Like, if you can, what I would do a lot, and this again is going to be like in my fundamentals video, it'll come out near where I'm getting near the end of the roster, is that if you do a little motion towards ledge like this, people will, and it's specifically just in quick play, like lower levels of play. I know this doesn't happen at like higher levels of play, but in quick play, if people react to this sort of movement towards the edge by doing a roll up from ledge all the time. So the main thing you just do is dash forward, dash back, side smash. So like you'll dash in, this will create them to roll, and then you go dash back and side smash. And his side smash does so much damage, so much knockback. It's insanely good. So just be ruthless with that. I think, like, if you can force them to do a roll up and just bam, kill them at 70% or something, it's so good. Of course, pill can be used to catch double jumps, can be used to prevent people from doing high recoveries. If people recover high, you back air them. If they recover low, I didn't have to do much of this, but you can do a runoff down B like this. I did a couple of those, I would say, when I was on my way to Elite Smash. Just a couple of these, like, catch. It's got to be against characters that there's a whole class of characters who, maybe this is a good time to go through this. I don't have to delay everything to the fundamentals, but I'm gonna put a screen shot here, probably like a tier list shape form of, like, there's characters who, when they're this proximity to the ledge, and maybe I'll do a graphic for this, you just cannot go off and edge guard them. There, you'll just be, all you'll be doing is just giving up stage. Like, and you don't want to do that. I mean, certain characters you can go off and ledge guard them, and I won't worry about those ones much. I'll talk about the ones that, like, you definitely cannot do that to. You definitely just cannot go off here and hit them with Dr. Mario's down B here. You'll never hit them. Every single time you'll run off, you'll get knocked away, and they'll have stage, and now you're going to be in an edge guard situation and die. So I'll throw the graphic up there for that. You can see that this will be the characters that, like, and it'll be obvious. It's like they have their up B is, or some ability they have is just so safe and hard to edge guard that you just got to let them get the ledge. Don't let them get up on stage for free through, like, going over ledge. But, like, if they're low, you have to let them get a ledge. Now, don't do this on Doc, but since I'm talking about this, what you have to do with those characters is you have to go down in this space out here, like at the bottom of my jump here, and like hit them with a back air. I mean, I'm dead. This is why you don't do it with Doc, because I'm dead. It's just see, like, but you basically need to go out and hit them before they get in range to snap the ledge with their up B. That's kind of the goal with that. Okay, so all right, we did the run on, we did the down B stuff. I give you the notes on like recovering with him. His aerials and everything are super safe. His main weakness is recovery. I also think he's just a little bit slower than Mario. I think like I feel like Mario is faster than this. Like I don't know the exact numbers. I have to look them up, and maybe I'll put them on the screen here, what the difference is that I'm feeling. But I do feel like Mario is faster than Dr. Mario. Main ways you're going to get kills in Dr. Mario, like I said, is reading rolls, reading roll ups, reading spot dodges with this side smash, because it's just so good and so fast. You can create some space with pills. Pills are good. Always jump when you throw a pill. This is like just a fundamental thing for most characters, is always be in the air when you're throwing. And that's because like there's a little like him pulling his arm back after throwing the pill out that you don't have when you throw it in the air. Also, I think the other thing is like, I think you may, no, see, look at cancel there. Okay, so I think the main thing is also like, if I throw a pill here, I'm stuck and I can't move. But if I throw a pill in the air, I can drift. Like I'm adding that drift after I initiated the pill move. So I can control my aerial drift while I'm throwing pills out. That's really good. Always hit your reflex here. If you're playing against a Samus, like you just need a reflect charge shot. That's just a non-negotiable thing. Like if you reflect a charge shot and it kills them from 60%, like, you know, that's just a free stock. So that was the thing I used a lot. Again, up B out of shield when people throw a really unsafe option on your shield. Play in this kind of spacing. You know, if I'm against Sephiroth, I'm standing here, and when he hits a laggy button, I go up and throw him off stage. Throws are really good on Doc, you know, just like normal Mario. Up throw there at 0. Also higher percents, the down throw to down B. That's a good one. If you get them at like, okay, so yeah, I mean, that's really good. It's even better when they're at like ledge here. It's the best when you get them at ledge with this, and down throw, down B, carry them over. That's a good one. I mean, not totally necessary. I think I get a couple of them on my way. Most of my kills, like most every kill with Doc was this, just like was getting them in their zone of influence, and then getting them to press a button, and then if they roll back, like do this, or like if they roll away, hit them. Another thing was like, maybe like kill him so he gets back in the ground level. But weak nair into tech chase. Weak nair, tech chase with down smash or forward smash. Jab blocking. I mean, the main reason that you jab block is because by the time you get up to them, this quick here jab lower frames than a forward smash. But if you're really comfortable with the time in which people can act again when they hit the ground, you can just walk up and just smash. I mean, it's like 7% more. You're like getting a little bit extra damage, a little bit more likely to kill. I mean, it's always good if you can do it. But I would say you don't have to be able to jab lock in order to tech chase and just forward smash somebody who missed the tech. Like, or it's not really a tech chase. That's like it's like a punishing a miss tech. But I mean, yeah. Wow, I'm terrible. There you go. I mean, that's the kind of thing I kill people with all the time. Dr. Mario. Or like even there, if like bait out like a get up attack smash, or like read the rollback and smash, like a lot of that kind of stuff. His smash attack is so good. It's just like you can pretty much rely on that to get all the way there. With Doc, you have to be really careful because any edge guard situations with him can be really, really deadly. All right, we're gonna move on to the last one, which is Pichu. I found Pichu to be the most difficult out of these four. Well, no, okay. Sheik was also really difficult for me. I found both Sheik and Pichu to be quite difficult. So I'm going to like stitch in like an insane T-Jolt edge guard I hit on somebody. That, I mean, like this move here is just so good that like Pichu has a better T-Jolt in that I think that the angle it sends out is it has a more, when you hit it on the ball, I think it goes more out in a way. I think Pikachu's might go a little bit up if you get hit. It's not as punishing as when Pichu hits you with this off stage. And like I said, I'm gonna post up this like crazy T-Jolt edge guard I did with Pichu. That one there, I got tons of mileage out of like T-Jolt edge guards. Okay, so let's talk about lightning loops. Lightning loops are basically like back air. You fast fall on like after the third hit, and you up tilt, and then you fast fall to third hit and up tilt. Don't have to do those. I never did those. So what I did do a ton of, and this is where I would say players in outside of like low levels of play just should never get hit by this, but that is just a true combo, and it kills at like starting at you'll have to get used to the percentages on heavy characters like Snake and K. Rool. You're probably not going to hit it until 100%. And on lighter weight characters like Kirby here, you'll be able to hit it at 80%. Oh wow, really? Kirby's a little bit heavier than I thought he was. Wow, yeah, okay. 90% was perfect for Kirby. Okay. I think like against like if I was to do like a Pichu mirror match, because Pichu's the lightest character in the game, which by the way is Pichu's predominant weakness, is being the lightest character in the game and also damaging themselves. Whenever they cast any lightning abilities, they damage themselves. So I'm pretty sure on Pichu, because I played the Pichu mirror match a couple times, that this is 80%. The Pichu is the lightest character, so this is like the earliest you can start hitting them with this. Yeah, okay, it is. I'm not crazy. So 80%, starting at 80% on low, on like the lightest character in the game, up to like 100% on heavy, like heavies and super heavyweights. And couple things to know about this. So if you do this and you're underneath a platform, it'll spike and they'll bounce off the platform, won't hit it. So Pichu is one of the only characters I would actually recommend playing on Final Destination for. However, the sorts of people that you'll play against that like doing Final Destination, you probably will just be better off doing Small Battlefield, because at least you have the center stage and you have the edges, and you always have the edges on Battlefield. So like if someone's at 80% and they do a neutral get up and you just run up and grab them and then up throw them and down B, like it's lights out. They're just dead. The main thing to remember though with this is that the direction that they go in is the direction Pichu's facing. So in this case, they went to the left because it was facing left. So you always want to face, if you can, you always want to face towards the blast zone that is closest when you do the up throw down B. That's the main tech. Of course, Pichu's F tilt is crazy good. It does hit on ledge. I feel like they nerfed it so that it doesn't 2-frame as well. I didn't use it very much as a 2-frame. What I did use it for is if people held ledge too long, I would go boop and just boop them off of it. But another thing, if you're going to do that, if you're going to boop them off ledge, you can't run up like this where Pichu's leaning into it. This is actually going to go off. The hitbox is like off the ledge here. You have to do like somewhere like here, and then you can boop them. You can boop their like little hands. Yep. I started at the end when I was playing Pichu to get good at doing this. To do like an up air into this. Like I'm not very good at it. Like I was saying, you don't need that to get to Elite Smash, I don't think. But what you do want to be doing is making people respect the fact that they could get thunder spiked into you and they would die. So if they're just like floating at like thunder height, like the thundercloud height above you, just like you should be throwing that out all the time and hitting them and going for it. And you need to be going for this up throw into that. I mean, even at like even better players, the problem is like what will happen is that they can DI both hits, right? They can DI the initial throw and they can DI the thunder down into you. And if they choose wrong on the thunder down and they get hit, like if they say they DI left when they get thrown and then they panic and DI right, I mean, they'll get hit by the cloud and it'll hit them down and then they'll go into you again. They have to be IDIing the same way both times and then they'll get out of it. They will just like, when they're in the kill percent, like the initial percents, they'll still get hit by the thundercloud, but they'll go ahead and they'll bounce off the ground next to you. But it's still like 20 something percent damage, still good. Offstage back air, really good. You probably cannot get to Elite Smash with Pichu if you can't use Pichu's up B to recover. I mean, that's just like, it's unfortunate truth about playing the character that you just have to be able to do, you know, that. This is really helpful for people coming off edge guarding you. Also, if you go like up into the stage here, I've had a lot of times where like I accidentally don't get the second jump, fall to my death horribly. Pichu's Nair is pretty good. Nair is pretty good. It doesn't damage you. It's good, just like get off me button. I hate Pichu's forward smash. It's terrible. But it is good to use sometimes. It's just that its range is so short. I almost always, every time I used it, got punished for hitting the button. So cool. So that's all for today. This is first start of the series. This is I'm gonna be going through characters as I get Elite Smash and just sharing with you the only tips and tricks for playing that character that I needed to know to get Elite Smash. Elite Smash is not that huge of a barrier. If you put the time in, if your fundamentals are good, you'll get there. It's not that challenging. I don't want to be like that. It can be challenging. I've been playing the game. I forget sometimes that I've been playing this game most of my life. And so a lot of the basics of the game come easier to me, but you got to learn the fundamentals, how to control your character. I'll go into the fundamentals in another time, but like layering on specific character knowledge like this is all you need. Just some tricks to get kills, some tricks to edge guard, some, ways of playing neutral, those kind of things. That's all you need. I would say out of those four, Sheik and Pichu are harder. I'm going to start, we'll throw a graphic. I'm here like hardest characters to learn, or hardest characters to be passable with, maybe is a good one. And I'm going to go ahead and throw, I'd throw Pichu and Sheik both in like A tier, hard to learn. I'd throw Zelda in like C tier. And I'd throw Dr. Mario maybe like B tier. I think there's some things with Dr. Mario that like, if you don't tighten up really good, like you can really have a tough time because he's a weaker character. So like you have less room for error. And that's it. Yep. That's where we'll wrap up. I've been your host, iNDirection. Thank you for watching. I'm going to roll some footage from the stream of me playing Sheik. I don't have footage of me playing the other ones. I did those off stream, so I don't have that footage, but Virginia, thanks for watching. And catch you on the flip side. Peace.
The habit that I have is I neutral get up a lot, and in these sorts of like matches on Elite Smash and Quick Play is not really the worst place to do them because it's probably one of the harder options to punish. It just gets you on stage with minimal. I am not dead. I am. Oh my god. God, why did I do that? Well, I think what I've noticed so far, and I don't know if maybe it's because when I've been grinding out these Elite Smash runs, I haven't been talking and trying to carry on a conversation with, camera. But we got the rematch with the one-stop rules. Okay. I'll win this time. Okay. Alright, Mr. Holy crap, that almost, like, I feel like I would have died for some reason. You're pressing a lot of buttons, bro, and not all those buttons are good. Like, what in the name of... Oh. Okay. He seriously fell out of my freaking forward smash 2 times. 3 times! 3 times! I hate this game. Oh my god, this game sucks. Oh my god. Why? Oh man. And his stupid 1-stock rolls. I'm just getting freaking... I'm getting quite obliterated. I'm getting just destroyed here. Alright. Does he want a rematch? I'll take a rematch. I feel like any one of those 3 forward smashes would have killed him. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. He's just gonna make me sit. Oh, and then later. Okay, cool. He just let me sit in it for a second. If I can't beat, like, in, what is this, like 9 million JSP Cloud, then just better pack it up. Just pack up the sticks. Oh my god, I'm about to get hit with that. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say about that. Nice. Wind boxes, bro. Wind boxes are the bane of Braum and Cloud's existence. Man, you just the audacity of this man's just raw fat forward smashing and up smashing. Oh man. Yeah, well, you know what I got? I got tenacity. That's what I got. That's what that is. That was just tenacity. I may not have skill. I may not have game knowledge. But I've got tenacity. You can see it in my eyes. The raw tenacity. You gotta have the capacity for tenacity.